Hi guys, it is Tuesday. I have been able to sleep, but it is because I have medication to help me sleep. You know, this whole thing with my son's girlfriend has been completely blown out of proportion, and it wouldn't have gotten that way had he not chose somebody that was much younger than him. I have talked to girls that have been engaged to guys that are older than them, and have explained to them, well, when you reach a certain age, you're going to want to do this, and he's already going to be older than you, and he has already experienced this, and he's not going to want to do this. And sure enough, they break up over it. It's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm 44. I've been there. I've done that. I've lived it. Although the youngest guy I've ever dated, he was 21, but he lied to me, told me he was 25, and that was in 2010. This is 2018, so I was 36. In my younger days, I was a lot smaller, and I've gained weight because of biologics, and so I had a lot of young guys hitting on me. I had young guys hitting on me that was my daughter's age, and I was like, no, I could get with my daughter. But that's neither here nor there. Thing is that when you date somebody so much younger than you, and they have not experienced life, that doesn't work, and it doesn't last. I mean, you can look at my brother-in-law and I think they finally got divorced, ex-wife, wife, whatever she is right now. He's 36. Well, when I met him, he was like several years older, and she was 19 when they got married. When they split up, well, when I met him, she wasn't even 21 yet, and he was in his 30s. And my husband told him, your marriage isn't going to work. And I refused to go to Cedar Point with him because, well, let's face it, if I want to listen to some kid moan and groan and cry, it's going to be mine. And so, yeah, age difference do make a difference, and none of this would be happening if she was an adult, and she's not. And it even proves more to what I'm saying, because she handed her phone over to me that was her grandma's, and then her grandma tried running her mouth at me, and well, I didn't let her get anything out, not one word. And so then she had her mom and her grandma come. I guess they thought because they couldn't intimidate me on the phone that they would be able to intimidate me in person, which that never works, because quite frankly, I'm not easily intimidated, and we'll just leave it at that. So yes, it's killing me, it's killing my heart, it's killing me. I mean, you have to think about it at a mother's point of view. You gave birth to this child. This child is your baby, and my daughter has always been closer to her daddy. I mean, when you say daddy's little girl, that was what she was. She was a daddy's little girl. Not so much anymore, but she was a daddy's little girl. She turned more into a mama's little girl over the past few years, though. But a little boy is almost every single time a mama's boy. And that he has always stayed. He still calls me mommy. I mean, he's 21 years old and he still calls me mommy. He was suspended from school, and where did he want to be? That whole week up in the hospital with me. So that kind of gives you an idea of, you know, how close we were. And now this little scandalous little bitch wants to try getting in between us, and then has the nerve to tell me that her family meant more to him than his own. I find that very hard. My mother-in-law told me that he is hurting really, really bad because he's having to make a choice between the one woman that he loves, his mother, and his girlfriend. Well, you know, she should have never put him in that position. Somebody who loves somebody does not put him in that position. You know, I've said this over and over and over. You know, it doesn't matter how bad things get and how much I don't condone behavior. I would never, ever make my husband choose me over his kids. It's just not going to happen. It's not right. It's unethical. There's no morals. And then, to make things worse, her mother calls me. Her mother calls me to ask me if I know what happened, what it was about, this, that, the other. I pay their bills. I put groceries in their house. I do this, I do that. And I'm like, let me tell you something. Okay, well, you know, you want to bring up cell phone bills. Well, you know, my son still owes me money because I took him off of my cell phone plan. I got him set up on his own cell phone plan. I started that cell phone plan that your daughter's on. We have him set up with Ford discount. So she runs her mouth back to her daughter, tells her daughter that I paid for her phone. Where out of all of that does she get that I said I paid for her phone? That's not what I said. Then she said that she paid $130 to get Jordan's phone fixed because he threw it. No, the phone that Jordan got back was another line that was on his phone plan, that when he finally got it back after he ended the service was all messed up, could not be used. The phone he's using now is his girlfriend's other phone. I don't know if it got fixed. I don't care. It wasn't my son's phone. It was her daughter's phone. He had a Google Pixel, which was lost in the sea when he went not snowboarding, not skiing, but oh, you know, those machines out in the ocean. Well, that's what he was doing. His phone slipped out of his pocket. And so then she told her daughter that I paid for her phone and this, that. And the woman, her whole family knows nothing but how to lie. They don't know how to take what they were told and make it into what it was really said. And, well, you guys know me. It pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry for the profanity, but it does. You know, if people want to make them out to be something that they're not. And you know what? These are people with loose values and morals. And if they had any morals, they would have spanked her ass as a kid and made her catch up her work when she was sick in the hospital and made her go from grade to grade to grade and made her graduate. But they're not, because they don't want to be bothered with her. So let's make her somebody else's problem. Let's let her mess up somebody else's life. And that's what she's doing. She's messing up other people's lives. But I guarantee you this. I have text messages where she's flat out lied, and you know, she thinks she's right. She thinks she's won. But when it all comes out, I'm sorry, little girl. He's gonna say goodbye to you.